Hello, my creepy lovelies, and welcome back to the third installment of Pass It On. We are starting on Chapter 5, Events of Yesteryear. If you guys remember, Kyle... Ooh, I'm so sorry, I'm full of burps. Sorry, Kyle. Jason started talking to his uncle at the behest of Roxanne and their friends and everything, and now we are going to see Kyle's backstory of how he, got cursed or whatever. Kyle Mitchell, Kyle, Mitchell, Bobby, Jay, and Sarah are all chatting on AOL Messenger when Tanya interrupts their chatter with a strange question. Kyle says, "Dude, shut up." Sarah says, "Seriously, Jay, you did not." Jay says, "Why does no one believe me?" Mitchell says, "Maybe because you're the biggest BSer we know." "Guys, I'm telling you, I really did it. Ask Mitch, he was there." "Dude, I was kinda out of it, so I don't really know what happened for sure." "Oh, well, you need to quit smoking, bro. It's better than drinking." "Is that a dig at me?" says Bobby. "Oh my gosh, and you boys say that us girls are emotional." "I'm just asking since I'm the only one of us who got into trouble for drinking." "Nah, man, I literally don't care about all that. Can we please get back to my story?" "Why? So you can keep putting us on?" Tanya is now online. "Oh, Tanya's on. Thank goodness, because it is a total testosterone fest in here. Hold up, I'll add her into our chat room. I don't know why I can't talk. I'll add her into our chat room." And Bobby's, of course, teasing him. "Oh, shut up, man." Kyle added Tawny to the chat room. "Hey, Ton. What's up, Tawny?" "Hi, Ton. Kyle missed you." "Dude!" "Well, we all missed you. Boys are so lame." "Hey, guys, tell me what you see in this picture of me, okay? You're sending us a picture of you? Pretty naughty. Why do your minds automatically go in the gutter?" Okay, since this one's a little bit bigger, well, first of all, I don't think that's the same person, but second of all, you can see, there's a blur, like there was in Chad's picture. Maybe because we're teens? Yeah, to be fair, our minds are supposed to be in the gutter. Plus, it's way more fun to be dirty-minded than all innocent. You look really nice in that picture, Tawny. Oh, Kyle's so in love. Thanks, Kyle, but what else do you see? Oh, is that the field near Highway 57? I love to look at the stars there. Yeah, it is, but come on, guys, please bear with me. Okay, I'll bite, but only if you tell me that you believe I was the one that put the flaming bag of excrement in the principal's office. Oh my gosh, you're claiming to have done that? Before you got online, Jay kept trying to get us to believe it was him. Because it was! I heard it was a senior. So did I. Me too. I am a senior. Well, okay, I would have been if I hadn't have got held back. Math is stupid. Math is stupid. Oh my, LMAO, oh my gosh. Excuses. Guys, just take 2 seconds to look at my picture and really focus. Jeez. Alright, Ton, we'll take a look. Now you get your pants in a bunch. Ignore them, Ton. Things are quiet for a few seconds while everyone checks out the photo. Well, I literally don't see anything. Me neither. Are you talking about the trees or something? Are you guys for real? There's a weird blur in the background to the side of you. Yeah, I see it too. For real? Kyle, Sarah, you guys aren't messing with me, are you? Be serious. I'm totally serious. It's a weird blur just to the side of you. Yeah. Of course Kyle would notice that since he's so invested in you. Bobby! What's that supposed to mean? And girls say guys are blind. Ignore them, Tawny. What's so important about the blur anyway? Yeah, Ton, you're being weird. I swear on my life, I will give you guys $100 each if you tell me what the blur is. Wait, for real? Is this a joke? Ton, you bugging. Like actual money? Yes. Hand to all that is good. It's impossible to tell what the blur is aside from a blur. Give us a hint. Man, I knew she was full of it, offering money for an impossible task. Oh my gosh. You guys aren't joking. Ton, you're tripping me out. I'll be right back. I gotta go smoke. Oh my gosh, I'm getting you into a program. Oh, well, let him relax, Kai. Tawny, what are you freaking out about? Yeah, it's just a dumb blur. Who cares? I have to go. Wait, Tawny, tell us what's going on. I can't. I'm too freaked out right now. Tawny logged off. I'm gonna try and call her. How is she not able to tell that you're into her? Oh my gosh, you are Kai? Bobby, I'm gonna kill you. Well, it's not like it's a secret. Well, at least not a well-kept secret. Ha, I knew it. Please, Sarah, don't say anything. Why not? Because I've known her forever and I don't want to lose her. Yeah, it's totally better to stay silent and watch her fall for another guy. Ooh, maybe you'll end up being her maid of honor if you play your cards right. Okay, there's a way to say things, Bobby. Shut up, Bobby. Don't be such a jerk, Bobby. He's not being a jerk. He's being honest. Yeah, in a jerky way. Okay, I'm back. What'd I miss? Kyle and his friends talk online for another hour before all logging off to do their own thing. Kyle wants to reach out to Tani to make sure she's okay, but feels it would be best to wait until the next day to talk to her face to face at school. Kyle grows concerned when he doesn't see her, and even more so when she doesn't answer the phone. He tries to distract himself with other things, but his worry gives way to anxiety and leaves him tossing and turning all night. While Tani is absent for the second day, when Tani is absent for the second day in a row, Kyle attempts to go to her house only to find that she isn't there. He gets online and asks his friends if they've seen or heard from her. Or seen her or heard from her. That's what I was like. Oh, that looks weird. Sarah, are you sure you haven't heard anything since she logged off the other day? No, sorry. Dude, she's probably just sick. Or thinks you're a stalker. Not helpful, Jay. Yeah, just blunt. She got super upset about the picture. And the fact that we didn't know what the blur was. So I doubt she's sick. I mean, I'm worried too. But then again, Mercury was in retrograde recently, so she's probably responding to that. Why are all the hot ones such weirdos? LOL. Guys, be serious for a second, please. One Mississippi. LOL, shut up, Jay. I'm gonna go to her house and see if she's there now. Dude, you're a stage 5 clinger, and she's not even your girl. Come on, Kyle, just chill for a bit. I'm sure she's fine. Despite his friend's reassurances, Kyle isn't convinced. He decides to go back to her house and refuses to leave until she shows up. After 3 hours of waiting in her room, Tani comes in with her hair a mess and dark circles under her eyes, as though she hasn't slept, and looks almost like she doesn't even recognize Kyle when she first sees him. He approaches her slowly and reaches out. Tani, are you okay? We've all been so worried about you. Tani just stares at him without blinking. Where have you been the last 2 days? Tani begins to sway as she continues to stare at him. Kyle notices some papers clutched to her chest and points to them. What are those? Why aren't you saying anything? Tani falls forward and Kyle catches her. He brings her over to the bed and sits beside her while smoothing her hair back and talking to her. Whoa, okay, take it easy. I've got you. Tani blinks and moans as she begins to finally speak. Kyle, what are you doing here? Kyle smiles at the sound of her voice, feeling happy that she's seemingly all right. I came to check on you, he says while stroking her cheek. Tani looks at him for a second before her expression changes from blank to panicked and angry. She swats his hand away and gets up from the bed, still holding the papers to her chest. Well, you shouldn't have come. If I wanted any of you around, I would have gone to school. Kyle looks down at the floor and sees one of Tani's papers fell. He reaches down to grab it and sees the words Scary Noodles, Legends, and Myths before Tani snatches it away from him. Don't touch that! Kyle holds his hands out in front of him to show he isn't a threat. Tani, it's me. I'm your friend and I care about you. Kyle gingerly places his hand on Tani's arm and finds her skin to be clammy while she is shaking. Please stop shutting me out. Tell me what's going on. Tani's expression softens, turning from angry and defensive to scared and vulnerable. Kyle takes her hand in his. Maybe I could help with whatever you can't. Tani snaps and quickly regrets when she sees the hurt in Kyle's eyes. I just mean it's not something I think anyone can help me with. How do you know if you don't at least try to tell us what's going on? Tani sighs deeply and nods her head, turning around to set down the papers she printed out on her desk before speaking with Kyle again. You're right. I don't know what else to do. I need help, but I don't want to end up hurting anyone. You won't. How do you know that? Because I know you, and I trust you. Tani chokes up and smiles as she grabs his other hand. Talk to me, Ton. It's about the picture with the blur, isn't it? Tani nods her head. Why did it upset you so much? Because you guys couldn't see it, meaning it was real. I was so stupid to just keep taking pictures without looking into things first. What do you mean? Tani sighs deeply and crosses her arms before sitting down on the bed. Kyle sits next to her and she turns to him. I was talking to Terry last month online, and her sister randomly sent me an email. I don't really talk to Terry's sister, so I was going to ignore it, but Terry kept urging me to open the email. So I did, and there was this picture of this girl with her face scratched out in it. I tried to ask Terry about it, but she just said she didn't know what I was talking about. She logged off after that, and I haven't heard from her or been able to reach her since that day. Kind of makes sense. I mean, you were never really close with her before she moved away. Yeah, which is why I never should have answered her when she randomly reached out like that. Yeah, sorry, I'm just thinking again, side note. This is the days of like AOL and everything like that. Well, no, actually people kind of did. But selfies weren't really very popular at that time. But, and yes, I'm completely telling my age with that. But they kind of were, because what you got excited about was the fact that, oh, I have a camera on my phone, so people were taking pictures galore. So I guess that's actually not out of the realm of possibilities. But I think depending on how either vain or excited you were about having a camera phone, I think it would take probably longer than a month, like maybe 3 months, to take quite as many pictures as some of us do within like 2 weeks nowadays. Oh, gosh, I'm sorry, I just feel so old, guys. Back in my day, I remember we didn't have phones with cameras. But anyway, yeah, which is why I never should have answered her when she randomly reached out like that. Tani suddenly jumps and gasps while looking around as though she heard something. Kyle looks around too and touches her hand after realizing no one else is around. Tani? She looks at him and strokes his hand like she's grateful he's there. Sorry, where was I again? Terry's sister sent you an email. Right! So I just ignored it and went on about my life until I saw one of the pictures of me that was taken after seeing the photo of the scratched out face. Tani's lip quivers as she looks Kyle in the eyes. That's when I saw her. Who? Terry? Tani shakes her head and surprises Kyle by leaning in to press her cheek against his and whisper in his ear, the girl with the scratched out face. Kyle's eyes are wide when Tani pulls away and starts rocking back and forth while whining a little. Kyle places a hand on her back to comfort her. You saw the girl from the email in your picture? Yes. She's always behind me now, watching and waiting. Tani quickly grabs the papers from the desk and shoves them at Kyle. It's all right there. Back in the 1800s or whatever, there was this girl who was so beautiful. Every other girl she lived around hated her because of all the attention she got. They were so mean to her all the time until one day she ran away to be free of them and accidentally got hit by a passing carriage. Kyle winced. That's awful. Yeah, she ended up horribly scarred in the face, and all the girls that had tormented her just mocked her more. They constantly passed around old photos of her before the accident right in front of her and would rip the pictures apart when she tried to get the photos back. She couldn't handle the ridicule anymore, so she ran away and was never seen again. Thanks to the cruel antics of the girls who were jealous of her, only one picture of her was left. Let me guess. It's the picture of her with her face scratched out? Tani nodded. The only thing left of her. I read on the Scary Noodles website that her picture is cursed. Cursed? Cursed how? Tani shudders. Hey, it's okay. I'm here and I'm not going anywhere. Tani takes a deep breath. She has no name. She has no face. Who she was has been erased, and those who look upon her will suffer her same fate. Kyle's brows pull together in confusion. Her fate? What fate is that? She starts to stalk whoever sees her picture through whatever photos and even videos that are taken of them. With each shot, she gets closer and closer until... Tani shudders and her breath catches as though a blast of cool air blew through her. Until she ends you. Tani, that's just a legend. Some old story someone made up. Then why is there a blur in my photo? I don't know. Something was probably wrong with your camera. Each and every time I took a picture, Kyle blows out dramatically through his lips while he thinks. There's gotta be a rational explanation. The only explanation is that it's true. Come on, Tawny. No, Kyle, look. Okay, ever since I opened that stupid email, I've seen her getting closer to me in every picture I've taken. My mom was taking a video of me at the park, and the girl was right there lurking in the background behind me. Only ever behind me. When I tried to point it out to my mom, she only saw a blur, just like you guys. What does that mean exactly? Only people who've been cursed can see her. Even if the curse is lifted, you'll still see her in the photos and videos you took when you were cursed, and in any photos and videos of cursed others. It's just that she won't be able to ever get closer to you once you've passed it on. Passed it on? You can give the curse to someone else. Tawny gasps and quickly sucks in her lips. Please forget I said that, Kyle. Open your email. What? Yeah, come on. I'll look at the picture of her and it'll be passed on to me. No, Kyle! Why not? If it'll give you some peace, no, you don't believe me. Tawny, I just want to help. Besides, do I have to believe in it for it to work? No, you don't have to believe for it to work. Great. Then I'll look at the photo and no, it doesn't work like that. And even if it did, what kind of person would I be to curse my best friend? She gets up, goes to the door, and grabs the handle. You need to leave. Tawny, I mean it. Please go, Kyle. He walks up behind her and places his hand over hers on the handle. The tip of his nose brushed the back of her hair, and he inhaled the scent of her green apple shampoo. I'm not going to leave you. Kyle, I'm not going to leave you. Tawny turns around to face Kyle and puts her hand on his chest. Sorry, Kyle. I haven't slept for the past 2 days because I've just been so freaked out about this. I just need some sleep. That's a good idea. I can stay. Kyle, just until you fall asleep. Tawny sighs contentedly and nods in agreement. She goes to her bed and lies down. Kyle's about to put her blanket over her when she stops him. Kyle, would you lie with me for a bit? Sure, yeah. Of course I will. Tawny scoots over to make room for Kyle. He tensed after settling in beside her as she rested her head on his shoulder. Thank you for checking on me. You know I'd do anything for you, Tawn. She snuggled more against him while he stroked her hair. I promise we'll figure this out together after you get some rest. Okay, we're at the 17-minute mark, so didn't think that one was going to be that long. So yeah, we will start on Harsh Truths and possibly decisions in the next episode.